Philosophy of Education, Essentialism. Essentialism in view of philosophy. The term essentialism is an educational philosophy that was popularized in 1930s by William Bagley and later in 1950s by Arthur Baster and Admiral Rickover. Educational essentialism is an educational philosophy whose adherents believe that children should learn the traditional basic subjects thoroughly. The origin of essentialism is from idealism and realism. Considering that essentialism is the view that objects have a set of attributes that are necessary for their identity. Also, in early Western, through Plato's idealism held that all things have such an essence, an idea, or a form. It is also training the mind with what are essential things to learn. Moreover, in this philosophical school of thought, the aim is to instill students with the essentials of academic knowledge, enacting a back to basics approach. The contribution of essentialism to education. Essentialism provides students with strong basic education such as reading, writing, listening, speaking, drawing, and many more. In addition, it has largely contributed to the education field as it enables students to develop a sound foundation of a basic knowledge. Essentialism would be lecture-based introduction classes taught at universities, wherein students sit and take notes in a classroom which holds over a several number of students, and for them to be introduced within the content of the curriculum. Impact of Essentialism. Essentialist beliefs had shaped how people represent and reason about certain aspects of the world from at least the early stage that contribute to our critical cognitive as well as to our social and behavioral processes. Essentialist beliefs. The students should be taught to be a model citizen. Essentialism adheres to a belief that a core set of essential skills must be taught to all students. Teachers should teach traditional moral values and virtues, and that essentialist tends to privilege traditional academic disciplines that will develop the prescribed skills and the content areas as well as the common culture. Essentialists believe in mastery of learning and that they believe that the core knowledge could change. Also, in essentialism, it is an approach assuming that people and things have natural and essential common characteristics which are inherent, innate, and unchanging. The curriculum of Essentialism is way focused on literature, natural science, foreign literature, history, and mathematics. Basically, the foundation of Essentialist curriculum is based on traditional disciplines, which are the most essential or basic academic knowledge and skills that we all must develop. And in order to teach this, the teacher's authority in the classroom is emphasized as well as those subject matters which are the center of the curriculum. Teacher's rule. Here are the teacher's rule within this educational setup. Teaches discipline and hard work, as it is way essential in teaching the core curriculum, which is a combination of hard work and rigorous effort, as the unification rule of essentialism is represented within the core curriculum. Is an expert of content knowledge, is accountable for the student learning, as teachers aims to transfer the essential knowledge and skills that are needed for the equal and well-balanced citizens. For the last, as an expert, they are expected to impart essential knowledge and direct focus tasks. Generally, all of those rules of a teacher are important considering to the fact that they must know how essentialism is used as the basis of our daily communication and its role in our discriminating and unifying efforts in social, cultural, and scientific domains. Teaching strategies. There are teaching strategies that must be considered by the facilitators, such as the use of instructional strategies, lecture, memorization, homework, teacher and subject centered, and lastly, the mastery of learning as well. So, why do schools need essentialism in education system? Simply because it is for the students to acquire basic knowledge, skills, and values, and to hopefully transmit the traditional moral value and intellectual knowledge. The students need to become model citizens. To this end, essentialism has its advantage and disadvantage. The advantage of essentialism is that it gives us the stability of education, while the disadvantage of essentialism is that the students take more on the passive rule on their education.